So here we are at our brand new centre in Somerset. It allows people to come, try the bikes, try their techniques and be confident that should they want to go on an adventure across Europe, across the UK, and they find a forestry road that they may or may not have to navigate, that they feel comfortable to be able to do that. You know, one thing that Honda really pride themselves on is that they have the facility with all their bikes for people to look in the showroom, to sit on them, touch them and feel them, and be able to come and try them. And this centre is for anybody that is thinking about buying an adventure bike, thinking about buying an Africa Twin. Come and try it, because to actually feel what the Honda can offer you is second to none.
So here at the Honda Adventure Centre we can cater for all levels of rider with our two different courses. Our first one is the Exmoor Adventure, which is really aimed at people that have never been off-road but might just want to venture off-road in a very mild way. We do about 130 miles across the wonderful Exmoor National Park, which includes about an hour off-road of very gentle terrain with some basic tuition. Moving on from that, our two-day course is really, it's about 90% off-road. The on-road part of it is actually getting to the two different venues that we use over the 2 days. And then once we're actually on the off-road venue, we go into different modules, right from the very basics, how to get on a bike. It may seem funny, but how to get on a bike and not fall off the other side of it. And then we get you to move the bike under its own power. We move on from that to going around a slalom course where you learn to stand up on the bike and use your core and a bit of weight on your feet to help move the bike through corners. Then we move on to a torque control exercise, or traction control, if a lot of people know it as that, and show you how that works on the Africa Twin and how it can benefit you in different conditions. From that we group you up and we set you into its ability levels, if you like, and from that we then cover roughly the same type of modules but at a slightly different pace, with the flexibility of moving from one level to the other if you feel one's too much or one's not enough. And it's quite an easy way of keeping a lid on everybody's ability so that they don't override themselves or indeed get frustrated because they can't do certain things. So at the different venues that we've got, day one, we start people off generally on a fairly easy track to start with, and then as their abilities grow, their confidence grows, we then move on to fairly easy hill climbs and fairly easy descents. We cover things such as engine braking or coming down the hills just using the brakes only, coming down hills with the ABS switched off so you get a bit more bite from the back wheel. Basic braking exercises, and then also up in the speeds, right gear choice, etc. Very, very important when you're on the trails, particularly with a 1000cc adventure bike, which is an abundance of torque. We compound your newfound skills from the morning into lovely trail rides where you'll get to try all different disciplines that you've learnt throughout the morning. You'll put them into practice in the day. Moving on to day two of the course, we go to another venue, and the venue is it's steeper, it's got more hills, but it actually has more traction. And on that one, you can then use your newfound skills, hopefully, to get you all over that venue, because the trails are vast there, and we cover quite a lot of mileage on that one. When we finish that one, we've got a lovely road ride back through a fantastically tall forest, back to where we stop at a lovely little garage which should have been in the 1960s, and we fill our bikes up with fuel on the way back to the centre for a final debrief and certificate.
It has been great being here at Dave Thorpe School over these last couple of days and to ride the Africa Twin, and I really recommend it for a couple of reasons. One of the things, and having a school myself for so many years in the United States, is the attention to detail. It's the fact that each instructor, from Pat and Luke and all the guys on down, they are so great at anticipating what the student needs to get better and that individual attention. And in fact, someone like myself who has ridden so many years, not so much on the dirt in recent years, just little reminders and things that really help me enjoy the day. One of the things too that is so important is many people out there ride on the road, don't ride on off-road, and don't really understand the benefits. And I learned so many years ago, obviously coming from dirt track, and that everything I learned riding off-road, learning how to slide the motorcycle, understand how to change direction, how to ride relaxed, anticipate the bike's movement, all those things translate directly to what happens on the road. In fact, helps you ride more relaxed. So if you ever do get in a situation, you can respond a lot better and a lot smoother and have the proper inputs. And so everything that you do off-road helps you directly on the road. And the other part that was great is not only the Adventure Center itself, but the road ride that we did this morning through the English countryside. It was about an hour, and there's a 6-hour loop that they do, and the view was absolutely beautiful. And so I just had a great time over these 2 days.